live. Sorry, folks, didn't mean to scream in your ear like that. We are live here in Quincy, Massachusetts at Performer.com radio and television studio. I am your host, Joshua Paul, joined by the lovely Brittany.
Hello.
It's been a long time, girl.
It has been so long. How are you?
Holy smokes.
I know. How long has it been? What, a year?
Yes. We were on track to put you on top of the world.
We were, and
yes.
then COVID wanted to flip it upside down.
Yeah,
of course.
it did. and it sure did. It feels good to be back. Feels good to be back. First show of the year. 222, I like to call it.
Yeah, I like
it. We're currently dealing with a little bit of inclement weather at the moment.
We are
here in New England.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be wild.
Yeah, there's talking some sort of like ice storm, but listen, it's New England,
right?
Actually, that's happening all across the country right now.
Yeah, it is.
From Texas all the way up.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yes,
it's a big one. And as they say, if you don't like the weather in New England, just wait.
Right, because it'll always change.
it'll change. So welcome. I'm happy to have you by my side here in the armchair. Why don't you give us a little update of what you've been doing?
So I'm actually
Your hair looks nice.
Oh, thank you so much.
Isn't there a particular term for that sort of style?
I call it curly, but you can call it
no,
beach
like
waves.
the color and stuff.
Oh, ombre. I honestly haven't had my hair done in like a year, though, so I appreciate the compliment.
Oh, yeah, it looks good.
But I'm actually the director of business for a nonprofit organization called Punch for Parkinson's. We're hosting a gala April 1st at Lombardo's in Randolph. We have Lenny Clark, who's going to be our comedian. We have Billy Costa, who is our MC. And then I'm directing, planning, and doing all that fun stuff. So if any of you out there want to come to our event, I share the flyer on all of our social medias. It's $100 a ticket, or you can be a sponsor, and we will get you involved in that. So just message me or DM me or email me at Brittany Mahan at punchforparkinsons.com.
Lenny Clark was just in a movie I just watched a week or so ago called Halloween.
Oh, okay.
It was like a remake or something. It was like extra cuts, and they had him in this particular house with his partner, who I would assume this black woman, and he was funny.
Yeah.
He's like, I hear something in the other room. Who the F is it? Blah, blah. Goes out there. Next thing you know, he's getting his head smashed with the
Oh, no.
Poor guy. He died gracefully, and of course, the smile on his face.
Oh, man. Yeah, you should come. I really think you should come if you're not doing anything April 1st.
April 1st. My birthday is on the 3rd.
Oh, happy birthday to you.
Yes.
Someone else's birthday was on Tuesday in the room.
Oh.
I wonder who that was.
Really? Yes.
Happy birthday, Mike.
Thank you.
Well, incidentally, he has the same birthday as my sister.
Oh.
Yes.
I didn't realize that till I was scrolling and the alert came through.
We should get together and commiserate with each other.
She's a hot ticket.
I'm sure she is.
You know what, Josh? The last time I saw you, actually, you hosted or you did the red carpet for the Boston Fashion Awards.
Yeah, it was certainly entertaining and fun. It was good to see a lot of people show up for fashion and to support those that were nominated.
Actually, this is our first show since then.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yes. COVID.
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
And I think it ties together since, our guest isn't he a designer in fashion?
Yeah, I got asked by a woman by the name of Jody, who has done a few of these before, and has had some great success. And it was nice. She called me up and she was like, "Hey, me and my team were thinking about it. We'd like to offer you an opportunity to host our, sort of Valentine's Day special, fashion show charity event. But the caveat is that it's a fundraiser for Boston Children's.
Oh, I love that.
And you can never not do enough for the kids. I'm in the fitness business, and I have a client of mine who's been a child psychiatrist for Boston Children's for 28 years, Joe Gonzalez. And I tell you, they work hard. Every week he'll come in Fridays 6:30, and he just looks fried from probably doing virtual sessions with these kids. And kids are. It's amazing how they're just so different today. I was watching this thing on the TV, and they were talking about child suicide or whatever, and they had like this 10-year-old, and they did it all like in this Entertainment Tonight sort of setting where the room was dark, and they had the child in the spotlight, and she was like, I was feeling really alone and abandoned, and all I wanted to think about was jumping off a bridge and ending my life. And I was walking by the TV and I heard this, and I was like, WTF? Like at 10 years old, I never would have thought about talking like that.
Right. Well, that's the difference when you were a kid versus even when I was a kid, and then now the kids coming up is
sure.
Everyone's grown up on technology, though. You went outside, you made memories with your friends, you played sports, you played tag, you did a lot of physical interactions with real humans versus, I'm sorry, this is never going to be enough for me, ever. Give me a room with a camera and tell me to make friends online. Like, no, thank you, I'm good.
It's interesting. The other day, I saw this video. This guy posted. He was sitting in his car, and he saw these 3 kids on bicycles, which was great because they were out having some fun and getting some fresh air. I would say late 10s or early teens, preteens. And they were helping this old gentleman get off a bus who had trouble walking. He had a walker and groceries, and the guy was filming the whole thing. And then after they got the gentleman on his way, so it probably took about maybe, 3 or 4 minutes, the guy got out of his car and went up to the kids and thanked him for being so nice to the guy, was a total stranger, and gave them a reward and said, if you guys keep this up, you'll get even better rewards.
Sure.
Through life. So it kind of renewed my spirit about kids.
Sure.
In a sense, they're not all that selfish.
Right.
They do want to help. And then just a similar story. I know people can't see me. There we go. Okay, there I am. There you go, folks. A similar story in Revere this past weekend. They have a group at the high school called Snow Angels. And these kids went and shoveled all the driveways and walkways for all the senior citizens in the area.
Wow.
Which was amazing.
Wow.
I mean, so again, teenagers doing something selfless.
Wow.
So there's hope for society now.
That's wonderful.
Isn't it? I know. I think it's pretty cool.
No,
So
it is.
you got to applaud them when they do stuff. And the mayor of Revere went to the high school, got them all together, and threw them a pizza party to say thank you.
I love
Very
that.
sweet.
That's awesome.
Well,
So, there's hope.
Well, I mean, you bring up a good point, Brittany, about the kids of today. I think they have tremendous more depth, and they're talking about things that you were right when I was growing up. I mean, I grew up in the 80s, and we never would have talked about certain things that they talk about today. So anyway, when Jody asked me to do this, host for her fashion show, I was like, well, absolutely. I think this is great. And they're going to have raffles, and 100% of the proceeds all go to Boston Children's, so everybody, donates their time. Like, I'm not getting paid. Photographers don't get paid. Models don't get paid. You gotta, shell out a little bit of cash along the way, but nobody's getting paid. And all the proceeds, go directly to the hospital. And I don't know the exact figure from they raised last year, but it was well over $10,000 or $15,000.
When is this event?
It's Saturday.
Oh, that's exciting.
It's cool. It's in Devon's, Mass, and it's really exciting. She's a very nice lady.
Okay.
We hadn't met before. We spoke on the phone for quite some time, and it's gonna be exciting.
Oh, that's exciting. So what is the show consist of?
Well, listen. When it comes to fashion, it's like I wear pajamas all day at the gym. You know what I'm saying? I wear Reebok, underwear from Walmart, and clothes from Express. So that's it. But,
underwear from Walmart.
Well, it's like $6 for a 3-pack, right? Compression underwear. But I would assume jewelry, clothing, women's stuff, stuff that's appealing. But I think what it does is it's another person in the industry just trying to bring awareness. And she also mentioned, she made a mention the reason why she did it in February was because, there was too much gap in time. And with everything that's going on with COVID, and the lockdowns are important, but it's equally important to get out. We have to start to commingle again, and we have to do it responsibly. And so she, has taken all the necessary precautions that she can do on her end, and also by the state. And I applaud her, and she did it last year as well. It was still a big success, and so I'm excited.
Now, how did you find the guest that's going to be here tonight? Is he involved in?
Yeah, he's involved with her. We were supposed to have 2. One of them couldn't make it, unfortunately, very last minute. But they're part of her team. That's supporting her. And so I felt it was a good opportunity to say, hey, why don't you come on the show, talk about what you're doing and why it is you do what you do, and to kind of give them a little spotlight. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong to kind of give a pat on the back and a little admiration for what they're doing.
Right.
We're sort of that outlet, that plug.
I love that. I love that.
But good for you. You're doing some great stuff.
Thank you.
You're just knocking people out. 1-2 punches.
Yeah, literally, right?
Yeah.
It's not a boxing event. But
So it actually is.
Yeah, hers.
So
it is a boxing event.
So
yeah.
we'll not
Oh, I like
not the
boxing.
gala, but we're doing a gala in April, a golf tournament in May, and then what the Punch for Parkinson's event actually is every year in October we have people who aren't boxers but actually want to be boxers come to our event, and we they sign up, they raise money, and then we match them with someone that had their weight, their height, and then they go into the ring together, and then we put together maybe 8 or 7 fighters and fights, and you pay and you watch your maybe your friend's in the ring and he's battling someone he has problems with. It's a good time.
You have
Dual
boxers.
purpose.
You have boxers in the ring wearing boxers that might increase the ticket sales.
Yeah, yeah. So it just
Are you
depends.
volunteering, Josh?
I know, Josh. Do you want to come in? Do you want to come in the ring?
Oh my God! The other day I almost got into a fight with a guy over parking the car because
No.
they were. I went to go help somebody that I knew. They needed some shoveling, and there's people and. They want their spot back and fighting, and it's just yelling back and forth. And yeah, my neighborhood that I'm in is a good neighborhood, but sometimes they get a little.
Well, that's in Boston, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Mike! I don't know if you know this, but
yeah.
people have shoveled out spots in Boston and then leave chairs
Yeah, that's been
or
going on
pieces.
for years.
It's crazy.
Sure.
Space savers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
space
just
savers.
Well,
insane.
it used to be not regulated, and then I think under the previous mayor, they said, okay, well, we're going to give you 48 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, which under normal circumstances might be okay, but this is not normal. We tied the record for single-day snowfall in Boston. So if you go back into the 1800s, this tied the record for one-day snowfall.
Right.
So that's a lot of snow, and the people that shoveled it, I can understand why they're saying, hey, we want to make sure that we save the space so we don't have to, we can park our car, we don't have to do it again. Yeah, understandable, but 48 hours might not be enough in this circumstance, but in most circumstances it's fine.
Yeah.
48 hours, because the snow starts melting, but normally,
It blows my mind. If you can't save your spot in Boston when there's no snow, what makes you think you can do it when there is?
Well, there's on Instagram, my father's page called Only Boston, and they've been showing some, because lately we just had the storm, they've been showing some really great letters that people write, like, don't you dare.
Yeah.
I will key the living F out of your car. If you do, go ahead, please. I'm from Boston.
well, there was one car they showed that had all eggs. He was egged.
Oh, my God.
There was another guy, I think it was on WCVB Channel 5, where he said that he literally booby-trapped some garbage cans. So if somebody moved them with paint, it would explode with paint all over them. Now, here's the thing. Because the DPW takes those space savers after 48 hours,
Sure.
which would probably be today.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, they've probably been taking them down today. So if that explodes on one of those workers, that guy's in trouble.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's such a smart thing to do.
Well, they had one that was a Tesla, and apparently I didn't know this, that apparently a Tesla, the cameras continue to, videotape what goes on around it within like a 360 degree until the owner comes back the next day and starts the car, and so it had all these little stickers and stickies on it, and all these obscenities.
So in other words, the Tesla was parked in a spot that somebody shoveled up.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well,
Correct, yeah.
Best thing to do if you own a car in Boston and it snows, just plan on taking Ubers for a little while and just let your car stay there.
Yeah.
Right.
That's nothing illegal about that, unless there's a parking ban during the day. But if you got a car, just keep it there, save the spot. Then there's no issues whatsoever.
Yeah.
Or just don't have a car.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. It's tough. One caveat to that story I mentioned about the space savers, not in the South End. They can't save spaces in the South End only, which is where you are, right, Joshua?
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, it's luckily I have parking where I'm at, but
Right.
they're strict, and but it's Boston, and so it's like being crude is acceptable at certain times, like snowstorms.
Isn't that the truth?
Survival of the fittest on the
Literally.
streets of Boston. I should say that with the announcing voice. survival of the fittest on the streets of Boston.
Well, we have another storm coming this weekend.
I don't know if you call it. Yeah, it's an ice storm though.
Be prepared.
Yeah, our friend Jules down in Dallas, Texas, was showing some pictures of what we're getting tomorrow, and it was basically sheets of ice. And she's near the highway, and she said there were some accidents right in front of her near the highway there. So we miss Jules. Oh, we miss Jules so much.
And she's been living in Texas for how long?
She's been living there since the summer, July. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember when she left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we were all crying. No, we weren't crying. We were sad, but we weren't really crying. But you know, she's doing well down there. She likes it. She likes it. The weather's a little better there, though. Not that much better, but a little better. So she gets to go out and play golf more, which she loves.
So, Josh, how has your personal training been going? Because I've been seeing it on Instagram.
Yeah, the training's been steady. I think the words I used today are steady. I had the contractor over there today. Putting.
You got a new spot.
Yeah, it's bigger and better.
Yeah, it looks great.
That's for when we have our guest and he arrives.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's I'm fortunate. From last time we were training, I was in the back part of the building, and then 7 months after I finished construction, a new unit in the front of the building opened up, and it was bigger and but it was surrounded by all windows.
Okay.
And exercising in natural light is just so invigorating and so enjoyable to people. Especially at the hourly rate that I charge. So, in the location, and so it was like, all right, here we go. And it's got a full kitchen, so I'll be able to open a cafe out of there and serve like smoothies and coffees and teas, and I'm pretty proud of the place. It's dope. It's totally dope.
I love it.
Yeah, it's totally dope. So, fitness. It's always been a big thing, but it's, more and more, and especially what we're going through now with COVID. I mean, they've done, studies about, truly how many people, died from the virus, which attacks your respiratory system. It's a small percentage compared to people that had comorbidities, outside of going COVID that, grabbed onto you and kill you. And I think it's a conversation that Americans should be having about, we're obese.
Yeah.
Like, get up off your ass and exercise. Watch what you eat. Watch what you drink. It's going to catch up to you. It truly does. And, I would never wish death upon anybody, but, you gotta live a healthier lifestyle. And especially during times like this, where it's critical, it will make a difference. Even if you get, boosted and vaccinated.
I think he was talking to me. I'm guilty. I'm definitely guilty. People don't know this, but up until age 50, I was thin. And then all of a sudden, the metabolism just, of course, drops like crazy.
Yeah.
And if you're still active and you're not eating properly or exercising properly, this is the end result, folks. So don't do what I did. Don't do what I did.
Well, the other part too is that it also slows down the aging process. I mean, I'm pushing 50. I'll be 50 in 2 years.
Wow.
And so I know I still have all my hair, and I'm not fat, right? It's a testament to where when two things we don't talk about when you come into my gym. We don't talk about age. We don't talk about gender, right? I don't care if you're a man or a woman, what age you are, because it's perpetual, youth, and you gotta take care of yourself, because if you don't, well, it's not necessarily how you feel on the inside that dictates how you feel. It's how you look on the outside.
Right.
It sounds superficial, but it's true. And so, I've spent many years trying to, increase and help people's images about themselves, And,
yeah.
we were training you for Miss Massachusetts, and you got a good understanding and taste of what it takes consistently, and it's a lot of work.
Oh, it is so much work. I still I still work out like a good amount,
of course.
but it's just, the exercises and the efforts, and when you don't feel like working out but then you have to, it's a lot. So
yeah, it is a lot, but unfortunately you have to make it part of your life. You gotta somehow, and when COVID hit, I was lucky. I emerged from it all when most people sank and went out of business. I opened up a business.
Right.
But Peloton, they became $1 billion company within 2 years, and now their sales have slumped because people have gone back to the gym. And so, it's a testament to where, you want your exercise to be convenient, because you can get more done, and, it saves time.
Right.
But anyways, we want to once again, thank you for coming in covering me. And Michael, thank you for getting the show back on. And everybody, stay tuned. We're going to go to commercial and be right back with our first guest.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. It's here. It's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? I'm high. Oh.
Huh. They made this blackberry taste exactly like blackberry hint water.
They made this watermelon taste like hint water too.
How did you farmer wizards make all this fruit taste just like hint water?
Well, we triple irrigate our fruit with hint water in the world's largest biosphere, which modifies the DNA to taste exactly like hint water.
Really?
No.
What a sarcastic farmer.
Hint, water with a touch of true fruit flavor.
Every day,
millions of people are connecting.
And even though we're overcoming obstacles, watching each other's backs,
And banding together.
we should still make an effort
We should still make an effort.
to get to know each other.
On a deeper level.
Father,
Cosplayer,
Mentor.
actor.
it's time we take a step forward
It's time we take a step forward. Come together,
and discover
how accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text to emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Greg, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Don't give it time to reload it. Bump all the rules, do it your own way. Oh, you know the conversations I have with the mirror. I just wanna turn all the way up. And be like, hey, what you gonna do with your life? Do what you like. Whatever I want, whatever I want.
And we are back. You watch your Night Moves. I'm your host, Joshua Paul, joined by the wonderful, now re-emergent Brittany, doing some great stuff.
Hi,
that
thank
very
you.
lovely hair of yours.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate
looks
it.
good. We want to give a shout out to those that are watching the show, but Britt, why don't you go first? And
Oh, hi, JJ. JJ's one of the best. He always stays true.
you know, we're always happy to be able to have people to watch and chime in and watch the show.
Yep.
Like Donnie St. John. Donnie, what's up, buddy? You're like super talented. I don't know if you follow him on Instagram or Facebook, but he's got photos with so many like celebrities. It's like every day it's a new celebrity. It's really cool in how he's had an opportunity to just get a selfie with just so many celebrities. I mean, I've met some, like I met Tom Cruise, I met Cameron Diaz, but it was just kind of awkward at the time. They'd be like, "Hey, let's take a selfie,"
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to be
very
disrespectful and look like that ass.
But he's an actor, right? So does he work with them? And then
He does,
on the side, he's just like, hey, let's take a photo real quick?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
he's smooth, right? He's a smooth guy.
Yep.
He's got a way about him, so it's, for me, it's a little like, oh, geez, be kind of being, I don't know, like an ass and being like, hey, can I get a selfie with you? Unless you like The Rock or something like that, then I
Yeah, no, I want a picture with The Rock. It's The Rock. Felicia says hi. Hi.
What's up, Felicia? We want to welcome our first guest to the show this evening. He's one of the participants in the fashion show that I'm going to be hosting on Saturday for Jody. Marveil?
Correct.
All right, I got that right.
You got
Marveil,
that right.
welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you both.
Go ahead and tell us, who you are and what you do and why you do it.
Sure. My name is Marveil Builou. I am a designer of Lucky Onez. I've been doing this for about 5 years now. I'm in counting, still going strong.
Wow.
The reason why I do what I do is because I love it. I mean, I'm actually wearing my brand right now. Don't know if
I like that. I like it a lot.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I try to color coordinate everything, but it didn't work out today.
Pink's a good color for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, real men wear pink, so.
What's the story behind the name?
So the name The Lucky Ones just means to be an anomaly. So be yourself. Instead of trying to be the next person or trying to be the person you see on TV, just be yourself and try to grow in that person and be a better version of yourself. So by doing that, you are a lucky one.
Oh,
yes.
That's a beautiful. How'd you create that? Were you with your friends and you just?
I was.
Yeah.
So I was with my friends at first, and then eventually over time, they just dropped off. No hard feelings.
Yeah.
Now we just.
Goodbye. I'm gonna go start a clothing line. Thank you.
No worries. It was just me in the end. So me and there's still a core. I still give them credit for actually founding it. So the mission behind it is basically live well, look well, feel well. So what part of the clothing is just it looks luxurious.
Yep.
Looks luxurious, really well done, from the quality to the print to everything.
Yep.
But it's also an affordable price.
Perfect.
So that's what I try to keep it at an affordable price. So that way everyone can buy it, like mom and dad, children, without having to break your bank like these bigger brands who sell their things for $1,000 plus. That's not me.
Yeah.
What do we have any pictures of anything? Did you send anything?
I did. I sent a few things.
Do we got some stuff to show?
There we go.
Ooh.
Yes. So that's actually I call that the tribal hoodie. Reason is because some of my clothing also actually has my African background as well.
Okay.
I'm actually Congolese American.
Okay.
I was born there, came here when I was about 3 years old.
Wow.
So I like to just also show my culture, my clothing as well. So in that way, anyone can wear it, and I combine it with streetwear.
It's a good color.
No, I love that. That's really nice.
What is that, like cranberry or something?
Close. Burgundy.
All right.
So now, this one's nice. Yes. Very cozy but cute.
Yes.
Now, are you an artist also? Do you draw out the clothing, send it to a designer, they create it and manifest it for you physically? Or?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
So I draw it out myself. I'm not the best drawer, but I try my best. And then I put it on like softwares like Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop.
Okay.
So the design part is really thought through. I make sure the clothing actually has some type of meaning to it, and also a background before I put it out. And then after there, I make a prototype myself. I sew it.
Wow, you sew it yourself?
I sew it myself.
Oh my God, look at those little sew hands.
Yeah. Sew it myself, make it, and then afterwards, I send it out to get manufactured.
Now, where does the inspiration come for new clothing?
It comes from everywhere. So it's a little bit of my culture, and then just plus something maybe I might see as I'm walking. I might see maybe flowers that I like. I like the flowers. Or maybe I'll see a pattern, or I see something in the studio wallpaper or something. I mean, this one's all red.
Yeah.
But I mean, just things like that. Little things like those draw inspiration, and I try to bring it to my own, and then from there I just create.
Wow.
And who purchases most of your clothing?
Children. Well, not children. Can't say that. So age range 18 to 24. So college students.
Okay.
Either going into college, coming out of high school, or leaving. I extended to 25 just because I realized, okay, they actually have the money to buy it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because they're actually working now.
Right.
So they can afford like the higher end things, which is still at an affordable price, but it looks like it could be a lot higher.
Yeah.
But like I said before, I'm not here to break people's pockets or break the bank. I don't do it for the money. I do it because I love it.
Absolutely, and that's what's behind every successful business is it's love, and then the money comes.
Exactly.
Not in the movie Gucci.
Nah.
Not in Gucci, baby.
I actually want to see that. Have you seen it?
Of course I've seen it. That's why
it's only in theater, right?
That's why I'm running my mouth about it. Yeah, come on. You got to do it for the money, of course. Come on, the money.
I don't know. She's hired someone to murder her husband. That's a whole nother smoot.
Well, I thought that was foolish because it's like, honey, this isn't 1975, right? You don't work for the Corleone family, We find this stuff out these days. It's like,
she was gonna get caught. So
it's like, geez, husband winds up dead, shot in public. Geez, who would have had the motive to kill him?
Yeah.
Ex-wife. Yes. Yes.
So where can I buy your clothes?
You can actually buy it on www.thelukkyOnes.com. I had to take it down for at least 2 days just because I had to actually restock on inventory and correct the numbers.
Okay.
They weren't looking right. But now they are. So the site is back up, so you can find it, and anyone can shop there, not just 18 to 24, young adults, older people, whoever.
So thelukkyone.com.
ThelukkyOnes.com.
With a Z.
With a Z.
With a Z. See, that's tricky.
Yeah.
The Lucky Ones. And you're on Instagram, Facebook?
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter as well. I'm everywhere.
Love it.
Has the supply chain situation affected you in your inventory?
It has. So because of there's a lot of things, from shipping to manufacturing to the speed of things getting made, it's really affected it. So usually pre-COVID, fashion shows were my thing.
Okay.
I love them, from college shows, which are my favorite, to just independent shows, up to New York Fashion Week even. I actually did it in 2018, I believe, or 2019.
You should repeat that again?
New York Fashion Week.
Oh, you did something in New York?
I did, yes, for Society, Powered by Society. I did it in 2019.
I've heard of them before.
Yeah, they're really great. They get you out there. They put you on the calendar of the official New York Fashion Week. Great exposure, man. A lot of people. Love to go back once things calm down again. But but it has affected me because a lot of things that I get, prices went up.
Right.
Including production and shipping. So now it's almost like I gotta rethink everything. Okay, how much am I making? Fashion shows were a big draw for me, but because the colleges and COVID, they're kind of slowing down on big events and everything like that. So it's on pause, but I found other ways to make money, which is okay.
Yeah.
So I'm still happy about it.
Are you local? Like, where's your business out of?
Originally out of Lynn, but now I actually reside in Malden.
Okay.
I am local. I also do travel if needed.
Yeah.
Since things are opening up back up now, I can travel.
Perfect.
As long as there are a lot of safety precautions and all that.
Now, if someone was out there, liked your clothing, liked your, your style and stuff, but wanted you to produce something specifically, uniquely for them, is that an option?
It is an option, yes. You just tell me exactly what you want.
Okay. You're like, what is it?
Yeah, what is it that you want?
Okay.
When do you want it by? What's it for? Your size, of course, measurements, and I can make it.
Awesome. I love the options.
Oh, thank you.
Now, the hoodie, for example, that we saw, how much would you sell that for?
Those go for $70 retail.
Okay.
Free shipping. If you buy it online. So at the fashion show, they actually be on sale for $50.
Okay.
That's nice. Yes. And that's a pullover.
That's pullover, correct? Yes.
What material is that made out of?
So that is actually 100% cotton. Well, not 100% cotton. 80% cotton, 20 polyester.
Okay.
And
it looks
also,
so shiny.
Yes. So
it's
also,
like silk almost.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you look, it's hard to see with the pictures, but if you really get the actual item up close, it's actually sublimation. So most shirts you'll see like either have embroidery or screen print. This one's actually made within the fabric.
Oh.
So it'll last a lot longer.
Okay.
So you can wash it 10 times and nothing will come off.
Got it.
I mean, it won't fade.
It won't fade. Exactly. Correct.
Okay.
So what kind of, because both styles you showed was very relaxed. Do you have any elegant stuff, dresses?
I don't really do elegance.
Okay.
It's just not me.
Yeah, no worries.
It's not my elements. I can get a little tiny bit elegant. Maybe I'll just add velour, but I add a little more comfortability into it. So I might make a velvet shirt with like maybe jogger pants that look very elegant and high class. Well, yeah, high fashion, but it's not. I just stick to who I am.
Yeah, no, and that's the beauty of it all.
There we go, something like that.
I like what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
but that's cute and casual. Oh my gosh, look at these models rocking your clothes. I love this. Where was this?
This was actually New York Fashion Week.
Oh my god. Look at you go. How old are you? Do you mind me asking?
No worries, I don't mind. I'm actually 28.
Oh,
I don't look
27.
Like
Let's
27.
go,
There
kid.
we go.
The youth bringing it back. Look at that. Okay, I love that.
Oh,
Wow.
look at the blue.
And it has that African vibe that you were describing.
Exactly.
Absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Yeah, I'd rock those pants.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so it is, I know you see a lot of ladies wearing it. Perfectly, the ladies buy a lot more than guys do.
Okay.
So that is okay.
Yeah.
But fellas, don't worry, I got you covered too.
I want a hat.
Oh,
I love
I got those
hats.
too.
I want a hat.
You mean like a ball cap or like a ladies?
Oh, yeah. That.
Okay.
Oh, my God. Tell me. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that is sick. I'd work out in that for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, they're everywhere. I mean, I usually make hats on a yearly basis.
Okay.
Beanies, caps, anything.
Got it.
Because those tend to, of course, sell more. They're more popular.
Yeah.
So I do understand that some consumers cannot.
You see, I like that one too.
Exactly.
I could rock both of those.
Exactly. And I'm not afraid of colors either.
Yeah,
so I'll
I can
get
see
brights,
it.
I
Look
can
at
get
you
dark.
go. And even that sweater, I love the color of the Lucky Ones. It's like almost rainbowy.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
it's beautiful.
thank you. Yeah.
And that's a risk. You like wearing that bright of an orange and then being like, I think I'm gonna add rainbow to say the Lucky Ones. I mean, I wouldn't have thought it would have looked good, but it does.
It does. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of showing colors. Just put it out there. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it is what it is.
Right.
Suck it up and do do it all over
You
again.
know, since you do all these comfortable clothes, you are consider getting into the market of women's female exercise pants.
Yes.
You know, I'm looking at your stuff. I'm like, all right, it's a sweatshirt, right? I mean, it's not a knock against you, but it's a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
But you're on to something great.
Mhm.
I mean, you know, we seem to live in a generation now where I think people have, dialed it down too much. You know, go out somewhere and it's like, dude, you realize we're not at the gym, right? It looks great, but we're not at the gym.
Oh
you
my
know?
God, yeah, because they took yoga pants and made it sexy, right?
Yeah.
So if girls want to feel sexy but casual, they just
put
throw
the
on some yoga pants.
Exactly.
And so, you know, since you've obviously are good at this, I mean, you're good at this, right?
Thank you.
That would be a great market to tap into, like especially you know because these materials, these feeling materials, the cotton, the polyester, has a different feel in the body, a different look.
Correct. Yes.
You know, and you're creating those sorts of colors. You know, the blue, and then the other color that the lady was wearing. I mean, that would look great on a female at the gym.
Yeah, I agree.
You
I
know?
totally agree. And Elizabeth just commented, everyone who's watching us in the comments, she put the website link.
Yes.
So if you guys just want to click on that and check out the clothes, it's right there for you.
Thank you. Yeah, but you're right. That market is the funny story is we actually started with just exercise clothing, but once we released T-shirts, it kind of got away. But there is a plan to actually go back to those because sports bras, leggings, compression shirts for men.
You can make a sports bra?
Can make a sports bra, yeah. Why not?
No shit.
If you need a model, you just let me know.
I got you.
Wow, that's fantastic.
I love
Thank
the
you.
name. I think the name is so catchy.
Thank you.
When I look at it, I'm thinking about like, I'm wondering why. I want to know the story.
She's
I
wondering
wanna
who's
know.
getting lucky next.
No.
No. Listen, I think
Yeah.
that's great. No, and you're really on to, I think a really great idea. I mean,
Thank you.
exercise is such a huge industry. Because I mean, I own a fitness gym, so I know this, right? And I wear the same stuff every day, but you know, whatever. But there's just a huge market. This lady that I follow on Instagram, she has this booty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, Brahe. What is it?
We know her. We know her name.
yeah,
Mike, you know her. She was on the
Brabants,
cover.
or-
Yeah.
That's how you pronounce it, but it's
I'm
Brabants or something like that.
Yeah, I'm
She won a
butchering
fashion
it.
award.
Yeah.
I'm butchering it, but I mean, I see her stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
She had that big billboard
Yeah.
driving into the
I
city.
mean, she's just made booty look great everywhere. Why can't you do the same thing? Absolutely. There's plenty of market out there.
There's plenty of market for everything. I mean, one thing I do try to do is I keep my clothes and my image pretty clean.
Yep.
So I'm not gonna put a lot of things that look very. Some people might be, oh, you got sex sells. I understand that, but I'm not here to sell sex. I'm here to
Right.
sell clothes.
Absolutely.
And look good in it comfortably. You know, you can still sell without having to show so much skin.
Right.
Granted, I know sports bras, exercise and all that other stuff. But you can still do it.
You get off on a technicality.
I mean, I'm just saying. You could do it.
No, but I agree because if you
Yeah.
have even if you look at high fashion, which I know you're not trying to be, but if you do, they're elegant with their posts.
Exactly.
They're not trashy or whatever.
Exactly.
It's all about the marketing, baby.
Yeah, it's all about the marketing.
It's all about the marketing. Yeah, see?
We gotta keep it clean too.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, this looks
Oh, I
sexy
love
to me.
this.
I think you can still see that the people they're comfortable and they look great.
Yeah.
And they're happy.
Yeah, and they
And
are.
happy, yeah. There
No,
you
I
go.
love this photo. This is a great photo. Now, where do you take your photo shoots?
I've actually done most of my photo shoots here actually.
Really?
Yeah, Mike. Pre-COVID when it was open.
Mike, why are you hiding in the background, not talking about anything?
Yeah, Mike's been really good to me. I come in, just ask him, hey, Mike, you open on this day? And he's like, yeah, no problems. Come in.
Wow,
Get
those
a
photos came out
photographer, come
beautiful, Mike.
in.
Good job.
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah, Mike just lets us use the studio, and he's great about it.
Yep.
Once it's done, we just
boom,
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you? So, I mean, I would assume. Is it just so much better just to sell it online versus in a store now?
Yes. So I had my stuff actually in two stores. One in Porterville, California, called Sneaker Club.
Oh.
And then I had one also in Indie Fashion, a store in what's that city? Southfield, Michigan, actually.
Oh, wow.
So they were in stores. Now I found it better to just be sold online.
Okay.
For multiple reasons. You keep all your profit, minus all the other fees and stuff, shipping and everything. And then selling the store also, the plus is, gets in eyes on everybody else. People just go with instead of waiting online. The negative, sometimes some stores might have a huge fee that sometimes can take away from really what you want profit-wise. So of course I'm trying to, of course, not worry about money,
Right.
but I do need also money to reproduce things and
Absolutely, but then you also have to think about the employees that are going to be in the store. It's not just, online seems...
and overhead and
Yes,
things like
it's
that.
just a lot.
So-
Electricity bill and
Exactly.
cleaners and
then security,
Yeah.
insurance, worrying
And
about
if people
someone
start
breaking
stealing,
in.
yeah, I got you.
Stealing, dude.
Oh, you'll be very surprised.
Yeah, no,
My
people
God.
are thieves
Did you pay
nowadays.
for that? Did you pay for that?
Exactly.
Sticky fingers everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so everything's, and so do you have do you have your own app?
Not yet. So I'm still taking it step by step.
Sure.
I could develop an own app.
Yeah, sure.
But I like to take my time with it just because I want to know I just want to make sure it's right. I want to make sure the user experience is great. I want to make sure that everyone is feeling the same way and getting what they're supposed to do.
That's good.
So that's the next level.
Clever.
Yes.
Clever.
Yeah, I don't want to rush into something I know if I build it, spend money on it, and it crash. It's like, okay,
Sure.
what did I just do? I want to access, do my research, make sure I get it right, get the right people behind it,
Yeah.
and then push it out.
It's good. See, I'm a runner.
Mm-hmm.
I run right into a wall, and then I'm like, I gotta fix this. But that's good. The research is good.
Mm-hmm.
The behind the scenes is good. That's awesome.
Thank you.
So, what does your future look like? Where are you trying to go?
So my future is to grow, obviously, not just in Massachusetts market. I have gone into at least the Atlanta market and also Texas market and also New York.
Really
Still
cool.
building on California. I'm out there a little tiny bit, but Cali's huge.
Yes.
I was in Porterville. Porterville is just a small little tiny place compared to like LA, San Diego, everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm still building. So my goal right now is to be national, and then long term is global, and then get some distribution in some bigger stores.
Really
like
cool.
I'm not afraid of Walmart. There's
Okay.
nothing wrong with Walmart.
Yeah.
I keep telling people there's nothing wrong with Walmart.
Oh yeah, especially when you sign that contract.
Hey, Josh was just talking about he gets his underwears from Walmart.
Listen, dude, I'm not exactly. Okay. So,
Are you going to have a pop-up shop this Saturday?
I am, yes.
Okay.
So you can come visit my table. I'm there all night long.
Where is it?
It'll be in Devon, Mass.
Okay.
With a fashion show.
Okay.
With Love Meets Fashion. Presented.
Devon,
and
Mass. Is it going to be outside? Is it going to be
Indoors.
Indoors.
Outside, Brittany. What are you trying to do to these
honey,
people?
did you
They'll
realize
be
that
slipping and sliding all over the place.
He said a pop-up tent.
I said pop-up shop.
Pop-up shop. Right in the fashion show.
Okay. All right. Well.
Time to get the wax out of Brittany's ears.
Honey, you're shut off. No more drinking.
No worries.
So, but where is it though? I guess is where I'm not just going to Devon, Mass. I just want a location.
Yes, so it'll be the Devon's Common Center.
Okay,
Where
there
the
we go.
fashion show will be.
Got it.
So that's where my pop-up shop will be.
Okay.
All day long.
How many other designers are going to be there? Do you
There'll
know?
be about 6 other designers.
Okay.
7 if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
There's a lot.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
amount. Josh will be there.
Oh, Josh will be there. He's hosting.
Yeah, he's the big man of the night.
Yeah, I'm stopping for a few minutes. No, this is gonna be good. I'd like to see a fitness fashion show. I'd like to see a fitness fashion show because
You mean like a swimsuit fashion show, or what do you mean fitness?
fitness, like the whole thing's fitness.
Okay,
the
just
whole,
like
the
sports
whole
bras.
thing. Like you're talking about, because what you're doing is it's sport related. You're wearing a sweatshirt.
Yes.
That's fitness. Okay, that's not really dress wear. And so, I mean, if your whole line's that, I mean, dude, that's a huge. Billions, dude.
Correct.
I mean, and if you're bringing in all these colors, and and people like to wear all these funky sneakers and stuff, and the sneaker business is a huge industry. I mean, we had the guy on from Laced. He's an interesting cat who's got like 10 stores.
Yeah.
Thanks AC for bringing him on. That was a cool plug. But he's like everywhere. And I don't know, 20 years ago, people were like, sneaker market, really? Yeah, dude. Now you don't laugh because.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, long story short, when I actually first started, it was hard for me to get into fashion shows because all we had was sweatpants,
Right.
and joggers and all this other stuff and sports bras to a limited extent, but we had a few. And then once we got an opportunity to go into our first one, people were amazed and like, wow, there's actually a market for this. Next thing you know, I was actually making money, not even having the pop-up at the time, just making money just buying stuff off the runway, which is just sweats and everything, compared to other designers who just had dresses and all this other formal wear. And that's when we knew, it was like, you know what, we have something. Why do we need to make ourselves fit in with everyone else with dresses?
Why reinvent the wheel?
Exactly.
Right.
Clever.
So how many people do you
Clever.
have right now that Is it still? Are you still a one-man band, or you got some other people?
Nope, still a one-man band. I get help occasionally if I need any assistance. My lovely soon-to-be wife helps me out a lot.
Oh, congratulations!
That's fantastic.
She helps me out a lot.
Oh,
and what is her name?
Her name is Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. We're giving you a big shout out.
Hey, Deb.
Hey, Deb.
Did you propose already? Is the wedding being planned?
She doesn't know that yet.
Oh, come on!
I'm sorry, I blew it up.
It's okay.
You gave us a little pre before you actually did. Wow,
this is exciting. Oh, I hope she's watching.
Yeah.
Well, then she knows it's coming.
She's in school. I purposely did it around the time she's in school, so she wouldn't know.
So she won't know. So everyone who's watching is the secret. Don't let Debbie know.
Yeah, don't let her.
You can't tell Debbie.
There's one flaw in your plan. This one stays up forever.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I didn't give her the link yet, so I think I'm good for now.
We'll pause it.
That's
that's amazing.
Well, I hope you have a good plan. Mm-hmm. So it's a couple of things, that will stay with you for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
You want to put a decent size ring on her finger.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's not completely real.
And I disagree.
Well, no.
I totally disagree.
Okay,
I am a woman and I disagree.
No. What I'm saying here is that you can be like, oh, well, look, honey, it's a half a carat or whatever, but it's 100%. But the things like this, right? You can get creative with ring wraps and all this sort of stuff, and how you propose. I mean, it's just, I've heard stories of just like, yeah, we went out to dinner and I just got that I wanted a dessert. I'm like, really? Wow.
Joshua Paul's cheap engagement tricks.
Yeah.
It's going to be a book.
Not that I
Either
did
that or a TED Talk.
I
had that happened.
Look at my rock. It's like the size of a crystal, like a sparkle.
Yeah. You don't. But how you propose is a big deal. So hopefully, don't tell us here. This is your secret. You've already sort of blown it up. But
stressing Josh out over
well,
here.
Yeah, come on, it's a big deal. I mean, what if she's like, I already saw the show. I knew it was coming. I didn't know what time. I just should have got my nails done.
Now, you always got to make sure she has her nails done.
Exactly.
That's great. Congratulations,
Thank
dude.
you.
Listen, it's
that's going to be a tip though if you tell her, well, honey, why don't you go get your nails done this week?
No, you just buy the nails. You don't tell her. You go, here, I got you a gift. I got you a gift to go get your nails, and then you tell her sister, hey, Saturday you got to take her to get her nails done, and then it's a whole plan behind the back.
Brittany's smart.
You know about that.
There we go. I got you.
Listen
I got
to
you,
Brittany,
boys.
not to Joshua, people.
How long have you two been together?
Almost 3 years.
You know what? That's an ideal time. You didn't wait to go too long. It wasn't like, 8 years, finally doing it.
Yeah.
No, this is cool.
3 years is good.
Exactly.
Any kids?
I guess, but not yet.
Okay.
yet.
Oh, good.
Yeah, not yet. We got.
He had to think about that.
I know. He's like,
yeah, I had to think about the question. Like, no, I don't have any kids.
That's funny.
Don't have any kids. I was a different man, but
that's funny.
But no kids yet.
Well, you're gonna. I went through it once. I proposed once, and the intensity leading up to it. It's because nobody knows it's coming. Maybe a couple of your boys or whatever, maybe your parents, but her side of her world don't know.
No.
Once again, unless she sees the show. But you're good. And
did she say yes?
We were months away, and then she ran off another guy. But that's a whole different story.
Oh.
But I was successful at the time, and it was under the fireworks and 4th of July. It was great. But you never repeat that again, right? You never repeat the same proposal twice.
No.
So I hope whatever you got planned, I think it's going to be wonderful.
Thank you.
That's great.
I appreciate it.
Well, I think it's
Josh,
great.
that was the saddest story.
Whatever.
You just slid that in there like it wasn't a big deal. I'm freaking out over here. He's
Whatever.
like, yeah.
It's all good.
Well.
But that's fantastic. You got this amazing company that you're strong arming on your own. You got a beautiful lady hanging on your arm that's going to be your
future looks
lifelong.
great.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I appreciate it.
That's great. That's great.
Well, maybe I'll swing by if I'm not, iced in.
Oh, no worries.
You know,
come by.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I
mean, the distance, honey's not swinging by. You're on a mission to go. this thing's out like a Route 2.
Maybe I'll just go get a picnic.
It's just like Route 2.
You'll be the only one outside. That's correct.
Yeah. Should be like, I thought there was outside. I'm in my umbrella. No.
All right, everyone. All right.
No, listen, it's going to be a good show. B.A. Shea is going to be doing the red carpet event. But I've seen some previous stuff that Jody has produced, and it's been good. And I'm excited about this. And, of course, meeting you now and hearing your story just makes me even more excited.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
Pleasure to meet you. I was glad to talk to you
Pleasure
here.
to meet you guys, too. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it, both
Have
of
a
you.
blast tomorrow.
All right. Thank you.
Well, Brittany, thank you for being my sidekick here, and it was good to see you again.
So good to see you. Anytime you need me, I think I'm gonna start Beautiful Broken. You just inspired me to go with that story that you just said.
Don't have me on the show.
Come on, I think we
got
to talk about that. We got to talk about that wedding proposal.
Well, we can talk about it after the break. We got a break.
Oh, we got to come back. All right, we're coming back, everyone. Don't go nowhere.
Go to commercial.
Well done, my friend. I've been practicing. Well done, my friend. I've been practicing. You know, blackberry hint water tastes more like fresh blackberries than the blackberries in my pie.
Really?
Yeah, taste for yourself.
I believe I will.
And?
Delicious. Just blackberries, no sugary stuff. You know, my cherry hint water tastes more like cherries than the ones in my pie.
I'll be the judge of that. You're right. Cherry hint water tastes more like cherries, not like that sugary cherry stuff in your pie.
Seems impossible.
We should double check.
Hint, water with a touch of true fruit flavor.
Stand is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
For decades, Alba Restaurant has been a premier dining destination on the South Shore. Located in the heart of Quincy, and now with a second location in Hanover, Alba Restaurant has something on the menu to satisfy every palate. From sumptuous flame-broiled steaks, to freshly caught cold water seafood, to vine-ripened and hand-picked vegetables grown on our seasonal roof deck, you can be confident that your meal at Alba will be a truly pleasurable dining experience. Alba also offers private dining rooms and function options. Both Alba locations are open 7 days a week. For more information, please visit either of our websites at albaquincy.com or albaon53.com.
And we are live and back at Performer Studios here in Quincy, Massachusetts. I'm your host, Joshua Paul, joined by Brittany. And we have one of our fashion designers from the show that's going to be there on Saturday. He was just talking about how he's, tie the knot.
Yeah.
And
he just blew up his spot again.
I
like,
think it's
what?
great. I think it's great.
He blew it up again.
And the casual, fun, fashion wear that he creates, which makes it, easy for people to wear all the time. Listen, I wear pajamas 6 days a week. I'm in the fitness business, and you want comfortability. So, yay, kudos to you, dude.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Kudos to you. Mike, thank you for putting the show back on.
You're welcome.
We didn't think it was going to happen in 222.
Well, it was going to happen eventually.
Yeah, I know. It just seemed like, okay, another week. Oh, another COVID test. Oh, a snowstorm. Oh, somebody tripped and fell and broke their ankle.
The numbers were getting better. The numbers are getting better, which is good. It's a good sign for the summer. Anyway.
Well, you know how they figured that out. They looked in the sewer tank and was like, oh.
Yeah, I know. Huh?
They were like, oh, people's waste products are low percentage in COVID. My client came and told me that day. I was like, what? Are you joking me? I guess not.
Yeah, no.
It's never gonna.
Shout out to
happen.
Michelle too, by the way. Michelle, thanks for checking in with us.
Oh,
Clean
yes,
is good. I hope so. Yeah.
Yes, Michelle Maybell. Michelle Maybell.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
catchy.
She's.
So, Josh, when is your next show coming on, and what's it going to be about?
This show here?
Yeah.
Good question. I don't know.
Well, to be determined.
Okay.
But hopefully very soon, if anybody watching out there has some level of talent or wants to come in and talk about themselves and provide some good content to the show, you can reach us.
This is a nightlife show, so the nightlife has been kind of little dry lately.
Yeah.
But the concerts are picking up now.
Yeah, people are starting to get into the swing of things.
Yeah.
Which is good, and and it's like, listen, this is an age thing out there. There's a certain age gap that they just don't give a blah blah blah, and we'll just run around without their mask and just go party. When there's like people of my age or whatever that are like, well, let me put my mask on, and at this point, it's like, you know what, you're vaxxed, you're flu shotted, go enjoy your life. Okay, people aren't dying.
Actually, you have to be.
You do
vaccinated to get into these venues.
You
now.
do.
At least for a little while.
You got to have a copy of your Vax card and your app.
Actually, as of next week.
Are they asking for our DNA yet?
Not yet.
Soon.
Next week it goes up to 2 in Boston. You have to have both shots. Yeah. So yes.
I can't even talk.
But
about
that'll be
that.
for a while.
That's
I think
that's a whole nother. Day.
Realistically, it'll probably be gone by mid-spring. No, I'm talking the mandate about showing your vaccination card will probably be gone mid-spring. They'll go back to where it was that last summer. I'm pretty sure they will. Things will get better, hopefully.
Well, we're gonna follow after Boris Johnson in England. He's just letting everything hang out now because he got in trouble.
He's in trouble now. Yeah,
he got in trouble throwing parties.
Parties during COVID.
When you're the prime minister and you're telling
do
people,
you know
no,
that there
no.
were so many parties? They were called hotel parties. It was almost like a prohibition time.
Yeah, it's kind of
during
cool.
COVID.
Yeah, you're right.
It was literally hotel parties in Boston.
I guess people
you
like
can talk about it. You can tell anybody about it. If you got invited, it was like because someone told
knew
you.
Somebody.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they had they had a passcode and everything.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Well, thank God most people are getting out of this alive.
Yeah.
So those that are sick, hanging in there, you'll get through it. Most of you, but the rest of you, come on, be careful, please. Okay, I guess that's it.
Party
we're
safe,
wrapping up.
party on.
This party's ending soon. But yes, we're back.
Well, thank you for having me. I haven't been
in.
on air in a very long time, Josh. So, Mike,
Brittany
thank you so
was
much.
aching to get back.
I
out there.
am. I'm excited. I
her.
really.
Well, here's the thing: is this sort of thing that we do? We're very lucky,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
we have just a sliver of talent for people to listen in and to hear what we have to say, and it's great to be able to do this. It really is, and the opportunity that I had with Michael to continue to show. I'm very thankful for it, Michael. Thank you.
That's right. The last time we were all together was the Fashion Awards, so this is nice to be we're getting the band back together.
Getting the band, baby.
One day at a time.
We're on a mission from God.
We're on a mission from God.
Brittany might not know the movie reference.
The Blues Brothers.
The Blues Brothers.
Yes,
okay.
The Blues Brothers. Yeah, Jim
I'll go
Belushi.
check that out.
I'll be Jim. You be Dan.
Okay, all right.
I look like
Who
Jim.
am I?
Actually, you know what? We could pull that off. No, I don't know. I have a beard now and long hair, so it's all.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
More
That's
like
okay.
Wolverine.
Yes,
Oh
you
my
are.
God.
Well, once again, we want to thank Marveil for coming on.
You can be the Mother Superior.
The Mother Superior.
I like that. I like that.
I like that, Rich. Perfect. We're gonna have reenactments.
All right. Well, let's do this again sometime soon. Yeah.
Sounds
Absolutely.
good to me here at Night Moves with Performer.com. We want to thank you for tuning in, and don't tune out. Have a good night.